Good morning. You're listening to WIFO FM in Jesup. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO for this 27th day of September, and it's brought to you by Van's Barbecue, First Southern Bank, Murphy Builder Supply, Connection Coffee and Creamery, and Oak Quinn and Associates.
When it comes to barbecue, Van's Barbecue in Jesup is the place to be. A small family-owned business located at 1876 on the Savannah Highway. Van's Barbecue has lunch and dinner specials. Stop by or call to make an order. The number to call, 427-3358. Van's Barbecue's new manager is Sarah Van. Van's Barbecue offers potato salad, coleslaw, baked beans, and don't forget their delicious mac and cheese. Also, check out their shrimp plates, the best in town. Yes, when it comes to the barbecue, head to Van's Barbecue, locally owned and operated. Stop by and tell them the big dog sent you. Once again, the number to order, 427-3358.
Hi, I'm Mandy Yeomans.
And I'm Raymond Brown with First Southern Bank. As your locally owned community bank, we're here to help our community grow. Our customers are why we are here. You can tell we want your business.
We offer all types of deposit products, personal and business. We have fast, efficient service, and yes, we have online banking too. I'm sure we have an account to fit your needs. Stop by or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
We're FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jesup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jesup.
Nothing brings people together quite like a great cup of coffee. At the Connection Coffee and Creamery, you will find a place where conversations begin and friendship never ends. Whether you're looking for a space to connect or a caffeine pick-me-up on your way to work, we've got just what you're looking for. From delicious handcrafted beverages to rich creamy ice cream or a filling breakfast and lunch items, we've got you covered. Short on time? Order through our Joe app or give us a call and we will have your items ready for pickup in our drive-thru. We are open Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 5 and Saturdays, 8 to 2. We are located at 254 West Cherry Street. We look forward to connecting with you.
Do you know why most people don't invest outside work or at all? Because they don't know where to start and they don't know who to talk with. If this is you, give me a call. Hi, this is Sean O'Quinn. I can help set up a plan no matter where you are in life to get you on a suitable path to a sound financial future. Give me a call, Sean O'Quinn, at 912-385-1000 or stop by the office at 212 South 1st Street right here in Jesup. That number again is 912-385-1000.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
World famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup. It is the world famous Butch and Bob Show minus the Bob this morning. He went to the technical college to report on the with the chamber get-together they got going on up there. So he'll have some interviews and features on what the chamber's doing at Coastal Pines Technical College. But in the studio with us right now is Jonathan Wheat from Union Street Brewery. Did I get that right, Jonathan?
Actually, it's Union Station.
Union
Company.
Station.
Yep.
Union Station, not street, but station.
That's right.
I don't know where street came from. Union Station Brewery. Okay, yep. Union Station Brewery. Now, how did you come up? Now, Union Station Brewery, y'all been working on that for a while down there.
It's been about 2.5 years. That's right.
Right there at the corner of
Southwest Broad
and Cherry Street, right there.
Right.
And it's a craft brewery location, and y'all make your own craft beers there in those big containers. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay. Now, Jonathan, have you ever been in the craft brewery business before, or is this was learn as you go business here?
The business aspect is learn as you go. I've been brewing for about 11 years.
Okay, so you have been brewing.
I have been, yes,
okay.
Absolutely. Yeah,
so you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I wouldn't have tried this without. Yeah, exactly.
Union Station Brewery is having their grand opening and ribbon cutting this Friday afternoon, and then an Oktoberfest on the last day of September.
That's right.
And so that's going to be going on Saturday in downtown Jesup. So tell you also have the axe throwing location right next to it. You had the axe throwing first, and then the brewery. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes.
Now, I've always wanted to know. I've been there once when one of my grandchildren were having a birthday party there or some event there, and I went there and I just said, "My word, people are throwing axes up against targets and stuff like that." What got you to do that?
It's very popular up north. That's where I'm from. And
you a Yankee?
I am a Yankee.
Oh,
yes,
boy.
Sir. Yes, sir. Assimilated. I've been here 3 years. It's wearing off.
Okay, it's wearing off.
That's right.
We just got to get a little bit of that tang, and
Yeah.
So where from up north are you?
Pennsylvania area.
Okay, so it's Pennsylvania. Okay, well you're from where Bob's originally from. He grew up in Pittsburgh until he was about 14 years old.
All right.
And so it's popular up there. So what got you?
It's popular, yes.
What got you to move to Jesup and open this business?
My daughter is really the reason that we moved down here. She married a guy from here.
Oh, okay.
And so we followed her down when she moved down.
Oh, okay.
And we've been here about 3 years, a little over 3 years. And we own the Trowel Historic Inn, another shameless plug, a bed and breakfast.
Trowel Historic Inn.
The Trowel Historic
Inn. So we had you
on
on before with Ralph years ago, right?
That's right.
About 2.5 years ago?
It's been about 2 years, yeah.
Yeah. So Ralph Hickox brought you in and introduced you to the community, and so you own the Trowel House. How's that going? Is this bed
It's going
and
really
breakfast?
well. Yeah. My wife does a fantastic job running that.
Yeah. So your wife runs that for you?
Yes, she does. Well, not for me. It's her business.
For y'all.
Yes,
for y'all.
That's
right.
right.
She runs that for y'all. So y'all stay pretty booked there at Trowel House here for
Sure
bed
do.
and breakfast for Jesup?
Sure do.
That's great.
Yeah, it is.
That is really, really good. I had a chance to go through it and tour it when Ralph and Jamie purchased it several years ago, and then they decided they're not morning people, so why should they have bed and breakfast? Oh, you want coffee? Get it yourself.
That's great.
But they had it for a while, and made it into that bed and breakfast type situation there, and it was really nice. So I'm sure that you've made improvements since then, because you always have to improve your business, and I'm sure that I guess you get what is your. We'll get to the Union Station Brewery in just a moment. But
that's all good.
The Trowel House, tell us a little bit about what is your main clientele there? Is it very varied, or is it just business, or what is it?
It's a pretty large mix. We get a lot of business travelers coming in to the different industries here in Jesup. We have doctors stay, dentists stay, and then we also isn't room with the families that they're visiting, and so they hang out at our place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or the families make sure there's not room, so they'll go to your
Absolutely. Or the people just don't want to stay with their families.
Yeah. You love family, but sometimes you just don't want to stay with them,
That's right.
And but it's great that y'all do have the Trowel House, and it's going great, and your wife's doing a great job of running that. Y'all stay busy.
Indeed.
And so forth. And so you got the Trowel House. So, you said the axe throwing was very popular up in Pennsylvania, where you're originally from. And so what do you do? Just say, what does Jesup need? And say, I'm going to put an axe throwing business in?
So I got the building, and the dream for the brewery started very small. It was just going to be in that little space where Cafe Euro was a handful of years ago, just that corner. And then the dream grew and grew, and Doc Madry owned that building.
Yeah, Doc Madry, the
before
dentist.
I bought it from him. So then I leased the next storefront, which used to be the gallery back in the 80s. And then I ended up buying the building in the 90s. Yep. And then I ended up buying the building, and I had this extra storefront that used to be a dance studio. It's really cool, all the different businesses that have been there over the years.
I've been back here in Jesup, moved away in 79 and moved back in 92, and there's been a lot of businesses in that corner through the years, the last 31 years.
Yeah, so I had this storefront, and I was just going to lease it out, and I still have my day job. The whole brewery thing is nights and weekends side hustle. And so I went up to Pennsylvania for my job, and I went out one night, and this place had axe throwing, and I was like, oh my gosh, Jesup is going to lose their mind if I bring this down. And I had, I could fit 8 targets in there, so I have 8 lanes, and it's fantastic. We have, families come down. I've had a good handful of first dates come down there.
Oh, that's
first
a
date.
first date. Yeah,
It's like,
cognacs.
That's
I'm
right.
Throwing.
That's right.
And
it just sort of went from there.
Yeah. Well, good.
And
good.
it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
People, when I was there, when the birthday party was going on for one of my grandsons, it was I think it was birthday party. It was having something down there, and I went down there, and it was just amazing to me. The people there just throwing those axes up against the targets. I was just amazed.
Yeah.
You hit a nerve there in terms of a good business idea for Jesup.
Yeah, thank you.
And that was really good right there. Nobody's hit nerves with those axes, have they?
No, sir. No, they have not.
Or muscles or tendons or anything like that. Huh?
And that was the whole thing with the brewery. Like, I want it to be family-friendly entertainment. We hear a lot, there's nothing to do in Jesup, and everybody leaves the area to go do things. Right. And so we're just trying to bring in more entertainment and that sort of thing. All
right, so you got Union Station Brewery in downtown Jesup having its ribbon cutting and grand opening this Friday afternoon, even though you have been open. And then you've got the Oktoberfest on Saturday.
That's right.
And so you said you've been in the craft beer business now for 11 years, and you decided to start this, and it's grown. How many different craft beers have you been brewing there?
I have 12 taps, so I'm planning on having them all full for this weekend.
Okay.
And over the course of a year and a half that I've had my official license down here, I've brewed probably about 40 different styles of beer. And I've repeated a small handful of those that have been very, very popular.
All right, so you just kind of experiment.
I just wanted to see what people like. This is a big
like.
Mick Ultra town.
Yeah, it is a big Mick Ultra
and I'm
town.
not a beer snob. I will sit down and kick back a Coors Light or Mick Ultra or whatever with you, watch football, whatever. I can appreciate all beers, but I do want to tug people along into the craft beer direction.
I know you want that a little heavier beer, a little more
right.
taste to it, a little more bang to it, instead of the light stuff. I can understand that. A lot of craft breweries do that.
So I actually do have my own version of Mick Ultra.
Oh, you do?
I do, yes. Yep, I brewed a very light lager, and so I can get them in the door. And then once they like that, then they come back, then I give them a little baby step, something a little heavier, a little more body, and they move, and then eventually, they're going to be coming in wanting the IPA and, stouts and porters.
I think they're in Germany, right?
That's right. That's right.
And so you got all that going on. And in the studio with us right now is Jonathan Wheat. John Wheat, he likes to go by. John Wheat. And he is the owner-operator of Union Station Brewery in downtown Jesup. So tell us what's going to happen this Friday, at Union Station Brewery on Southwest Broad Street in downtown Jesup.
Yeah, it all kicks off Friday at 4 p.m., and that is our official ribbon cutting. The Chamber of Commerce is coming down. I did ask Mayor Hickox to come down and say a couple of words. Not as a pat on the back or anything like that. I just wanted to sort of wrap up Jesup revitalization and, what downtown, our plan for downtown is, kind of thing. And then I'll have some remarks. Hopefully I don't get too emotional over it because it's been a long time coming. I've been at this for about 2.5 years. And right after that, probably 4:15, 4:20-ish, the live music kicks off with Gabe Spell. He's going to be sitting outside cranking out tunes. We have a plethora of food trucks, a lot of food trucks.
A bunch of food trucks are going to be there.
A bunch of food trucks are going to be there. We have Bounce House for the littles. We have face painting. We have 7 or 8 vendors.
Now, is this all Friday?
This is all on Friday.
Oh, this is Friday now, okay.
We're still Friday.
Okay.
And then 7 o'clock, we have another band coming in.
You got Gabe playing from 4:30 or so till 7, then you got another band coming in at 7 o'clock, entertaining folks at night.
Another band coming in. And then we go till 11. We're just going to party it down there.
All right.
And we have Southwest Broad Street closed, and we have that entire parking lot.
Okay,
so it's just going to be a big old street.
Southwest Broad Street from Cherry Street to the alley there.
That's right.
Next to Garden of Eden. So you got that alley there. You got that part of Southwest Broad Street will be closed off, plus the parking lot for Friday afternoon, Friday night. And tell us what's going to be going on Saturday with Oktoberfest at Union Station Brewery.
So that starts all at 2 o'clock, and Saturday is 2 to 11. And much of the same. A couple different food trucks, a couple different vendors coming in to bounce house stays, all that sorts of fun. And we have music starting at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Rachel Thompson is going to be playing, fantastic guitarist, singer. And then Roy Gentry and Hired Guns will kick it off at 7. So it's just going to be a big old party.
Okay, so it all begins
and a
Friday
lot of
at
beer.
4. Yep, lots of beer.
Lots of beer.
How
Please
big
come down.
are those vats there? How big are the containers of beer that you got there?
So the big stuff will do 7 barrels. It'll do 14 kegs of beer.
Okay.
But, true transparency, that is not hooked up yet. Right now, that's unfortunately just sitting there. I've been having some problem getting the boiler hooked up. I have a brand new boiler, and that all hooks up. So I've been doing 4 kegs at a time. So I've been brewing like crazy, trying to get enough beer because I don't know.
All right. What ingredients do you use in your beer?
I have, depending on the style, there's always a grain, a barley that's malted, which is kind of roasted to different degrees. And the longer you roast it, the darker it gets. And when you use those, you get different flavors out of them. So, for example, when I do my Mick Ultra, it's very light malt and very light hops. Hops is a plant, and they're usually dried into pellets, and we add those to the beer. And then when you get into the darker malts, you get some caramel flavor coming out, some coffee flavor, sometimes some chocolate flavor, and that's just all natural coming out. And again, depending on the style. So it's really, honestly, it's water, grain, hops, and yeast. That's the 4 main
you just
ingredients.
mix those together in the way they're cooked.
That's right. The way
to be.
Yep. It's just
do
a
you
big
call
soup.
it cooked, or how do you
It's
call
all it's all soup. You boil the water, you throw the grain in. That's called mashing in, and that hot water converts all the starches to sugars from the grain because we crush the grain. And then it goes into the boil kettle, and you actually bring it to a boil for about an hour, and that kills anything that might be in there that tagged along the journey. And you usually throw hops in and a couple other adjuncts depending on what you're making. And then it goes into a fermenter, and you throw yeast in, and the yeast eats all those sugars, makes it alcohol. And you can gauge the amount of alcohol, the ABV that comes out in the beer by how much malt you put in.
Okay, so
there's a lot of calculations, some math.
10%, whatever.
Yep, exactly.
In that
so
area.
if you want a really light one, you can do like a 3. Like the Mick Ultra Clone is a 3.8. So that's a nice light beer.
Right.
Nice light drinking beer. Yeah.
And then what does it go up to?
In Georgia, the law is 14%.
Okay.
I made an 8.2, and
that would be about.
That was pretty.
Yeah.
I have the tolerance of a toddler for as much beer as I do drink, and a couple of those, and I was finished.
Okay.
I was ready to lay down for a nap. Yeah.
All right, so we got we say new business. He's been open for a while, but they got the official grand opening ribbon cutting for Union Station Brewery this coming Friday, starting at 4:00. Ribbon cutting and grand opening. All kinds of activities going on. You're going to have the food trucks there. You're going to have music playing starting around 4:30, and band coming in at 7:00 and going to 11:00 at night. All that going on there. Right there in downtown Jesup on Southwest Broad Street at the big parking lot there next to the railroad tracks near Cherry Street. Everyone's welcome to come by, and then you're going to continue on with that with more activities on Saturday starting at 2 o'clock in the afternoon going until 11 at night.
That's right.
On Saturday for Oktoberfest. So if you're looking for a good time and go see a new business here in town, and welcome John to Jesup. He's been here several years now, 3 years. But just go by and see him if you hadn't been down there, because I moved from back home to Jesup in 1992 from Aiken, South Carolina. And during the 90s, after being gone, I went back up there several years later, and there had been 2 craft brewery places that had opened up in downtown Aiken, and those have just taken off, and communities all across the country, the craft breweries. So just, buying off the shelf, you got a lot of places that are making their own, and people like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we have a beautiful beer garden out back as well. So it's fenced in area. We have cornhole. There's a fire pit. It's really, really nice. That's called Hobos.
Hobos.
Yep.
So
and we
how
spell
do you
it.
get to it.
We spell it really fun. It's Hobeaux. So when you see that hobo, yeah. So when we post that on social media, that's how you pronounce that.
Okay, Hobos.
Yep. And to get there, you go through Tracks. Tracks is the axe throwing room.
Okay.
And in the back corner, there's a door that goes out to the back.
Okay.
Yep. Really great space.
So, you said you kept your day job. You don't still have a day job, do you?
Yes, sir, I do.
What do you do for your day job?
I'm kind of a computer nerd. I work for a company called Nearly Human. It's it's an artificial intelligence and machine learning company out of Pennsylvania.
All right.
Yep.
And what do you do with that?
I sit at a computer all day. I write code. I review our product. I'm head of product development.
Product development.
Yep. So I make sure all of our stuff works. And, I work with some of our clients, but I am a computer programmer nerd.
Okay, so that's what you do full time.
Yes, it is.
And then your wife basically runs the trial house.
Yes, she does.
And late afternoon and nights and weekends, you work on your brewery, right?
That's right. Yep.
And
my red truck
you're
is out
axe
there.
throwing.
Yep.
You got to have some good help. I mean, you got all this going on. You can't be there all the
time. My daughter helps out, and so she's usually up there as well with my grandson. He's a good help on and off. He's fantastic.
He is?
Yeah. Yep.
What's he like, 8?
He's 5.
5.
Yeah,
okay,
turning
5 years
6.
old.
Actually, he'll be 6 next month.
Okay.
So he's fantastic. He's great customer service. He knows all the rules. He will set you up with axe throwing. It's hysterical. He's the best. Yeah. He zooms around the brewery, climbs on the equipment, climbs in the tanks. It's awesome.
All right. Well, in the studio with us this morning on the world famous Butch and Bob Show is John Wheat, the owner and operator of Union Station Brewery, located on Southwest Broad Street in downtown Jesup, right at the intersection of Cherry Street. They've got their grand opening and ribbon cutting this coming Friday beginning at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. There's going to be the craft beer. There's going to be food trucks, entertainment, fun, starting about 4:30 after all the official ribbon cutting stuff, going all the way to 11 o'clock Friday night. And then Saturday, it's Oktoberfest in downtown Jesup there at Union Station Brewery, starting at 2 o'clock in the afternoon with entertainment, food trucks, craft beer, axe throwing, bounce houses. It's family friendly. It's for everyone. Both Friday and Saturday's family friendly.
That's right.
It's going to be fun, John.
It is. It is. Yes.
Got to be excited.
Yes, come down. I am very excited. Yes, it's exhausting and exciting at the same time.
Exhausting and exciting at the same time. Well, if you own a business, it's always that way. Exciting and exhausting. So, John, appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Good luck with the brewery, and the axe throw has been going good, so I know that's going good. Trial House has been going good. Mm-hmm. Now you got this new baby that you've birthed.
It was a 9-pound.
And let's just hope you don't have too many pains with it, and it goes successful, and we're sitting back here on the Butch and Bob Show in 10 years, on your 10th anniversary. Okay?
Oh, nice. That's fantastic.
All right, John.
That's
Have
great.
a good day.
Hey, thank you.
All right. WIFO FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, 105.5 FM, world famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO, and it's brought to you by Van's Barbecue, First Southern Bank, Murphy Builder Supply, Coffee, Connection Coffee and Creamery, and by O'Quinn and Associates.